everyone, it's Katie. This is a kind of a requested video. I kind of requested to do it for my friend Brandy. Hi Brandy. She is getting a Cuttlebug this summer. She's really excited about it, and she's she's been watching some YouTube videos, but I still think she could use some help, especially understanding how dyes work. So that's going to be the main, I'm not going to need that. That's going to be the main point of this video, is to explain how dyes work. And I'm also going to do a quick instructional on how to emboss. So first of all, let's go ahead, get my plates out of the way first, just a second. Sorry, okay. And I have my Cuttlebug, and I like to have both sides open to me. Some people turn it so that, you know, it just comes straight, you know, forward to them, but I like to be able to see what's going on the other side, so I turn it to the side. And when I'm using this is a Tim Holtz Alterations die from Sizzix, and this is a standard size die. Most dies you find are going to be this size. If you find a Sizzix Originals die, that one's going to be a little bit smaller, but it'll still run through here. The only ones that will not run through, I believe, are the Bigs dies, and they're just too wide for the Cuttlebug. Those are made for the Sizzix Big Shot. But when, sorry, I keep hitting, watching Avatar, The Last Airbender. So when you're using a die like this, it's basically a cookie cutter. I don't know if you can see, but there are outlines here, and they're in the shape of the bird and the bird cage. And so I am just going to go ahead and cut out the bird cage, just to show you how intricately this can cut. So when you're using a die this thickness, this size, you're going to put down a B plate. And if your B plates start to get scratched, which they're going to get scratched every time you use them, and if they start to curl, it's okay. They will still last a long time, and they're not that expensive to replace anyway. When they start to curl, I'd sometimes turn them upside down to get them to curl the other way. And so, got my B plate down. And then I've got my die. Next, I want to take my paper, and I don't know if my paper will cut both. The bird, it's gonna cut a little bit of the bird's gonna get cut, but not all of it. And then I'm just gonna take another B plate, and so that's my sandwich. I've got a B plate, die, paper, B plate, and then I am just going to roll it on through. The camera's shaking, I know, sorry. And let me get rid of the excess here. And you can see, this one you have to go through and pull all the little pieces off. But you can see how thin those lines are. And it's just amazing how well this can cut. I like using this for smaller projects, as opposed to a Cricut or any other kind, or a die cutting machine, an electrical one that cuts with a blade instead of using dies. And there's the little bird that came with that, is also part of the die. So that is what dies are, and that's how they work. When you roll it through, you're basically doing like if you have a cookie cutter and you've got it on the dough, you're pressing it down into the dough, you're cutting out the shape. That's what that rolling it through is for. And you have the plates there to give it enough space to get up to where there's a roller on the inside of this. I'm moving it now and the handle is moving. And so you have the plate on top to make sure that it squishes down and really puts a lot of pressure on the die and the paper so that you get a good clean cut. Now, if you want to emboss, and embossing is so cool and it's so simple and easy, I'm going to emboss this tag with my favorite embossing folder. This one is from the Paper Studio, which is a Hobby Lobby line. So I don't know if, I don't think they have Hobby Lobby in Canada, maybe. I don't know. But of course, Brandy, if there's ever any designs you like, I can always get them and send them to you. But this is a really cool embossing folder, and this is a standard size. They make them now bigger so that it will cover the front of an entire A2 card, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and that's what happens when you fold a piece of 8 1/2 by 11 sheet of paper in half, and that's the size you get. So with that one, you're gonna need your A plate. So I'm gonna put my A plate down here, right there, and then I'm gonna need a B plate. Give it some extra height. And then I'm going to find the positive side of this as opposed to the negative side. So let's say that I had some writing on the front here and I wanted this side to have the embossing. I didn't want it to have the grooves and stuff. I wanted it to have the texture. So I want to make sure that I put the side that you do not want. Well, basically, the side that you want to be embossed upwards, you want to flip it to the other side. So this side would have writing on it, so I do not want to turn it. Otherwise, I'm going to get a negative impression. So this is just a regular shipping tag. I'm going to put it in here, and this is the positive side. This is where the groove, this is where all the bumps are, and these are where all the grooves are. And so I'm just going to fold that in, put it there, and put in another B plate. And it's a tight squeeze, but that's how it works. Okay. And voila! There you have your embossed tag. And it's just so easy to do. And you can rub an ink pad over this real lightly to kind of highlight a little bit of this raised area. And this is the negative side I was talking to you about, the grooves and stuff like that. So once you start using these folders, you'll get the hang of that, what I was talking about real quick. So hopefully this video is easy to understand and that it was a little bit helpful to somebody besides just Brandy, but that's who the video was made for. It's who inspired it. So good luck to all of you new Cuttlebug or new Sizzix die owners. I hope you guys enjoy your machines. They're lots of fun. Bye.